We're with Vincent Zurzolo of Metropolis and Comic Connect. So how is this year's show for you?
San Diego's always a great show. It's always one of the most exciting shows of the year. What makes it so great, beyond the fantastic costumes and everything, are the collectors who come here, save their money all year long, and come here, and they're looking for that special book. And every year we make somebody very happy with a great addition to their collection, and obviously we make some great sales.
So any noteworthy sales you want to share with our viewers?
The sales we made this year were great. What we sold was a variety of material, from Golden Age to Silver Age to even Bronze, and very, very popular titles to esoteric titles. But what I noticed this year was, rather than somebody buying one giant ticket item at the show, they were buying lots of smaller priced items. When I say smaller, I'm talking about in the thousands and tens of thousands of dollars. And what made that interesting was, for us, is we have a major auction coming up at the end of the summer. ComicConnect.com, our summer event auction, ends the week of August 13th through the 17th. And so that's where a lot of our big ticket items are. $1 start price, no reserve. People think they're going to get a great deal, so they're waiting for that, and they're going to be bidding on stuff like Avengers #4 and 9.8, Spider-Man #1 and 9.2, Captain America #1 and 7.0, Detective 27 and 4.0. So you're going to have a lot of people that view that as a comic convention, and that's where they'll make their big purchases. But this show is good for a lot of medium range type of sales.
And the people can walk by, see the backdrop, and start salivating about what will be available soon.
That's very true. People come by and they're always saying, "How much is that? How much is that?" We actually had a guy got angry the other day. We would not sell him a book that was in the auction. We said, "I'm sorry, sir. The book's in the auction." And the guy says, "Oh, I thought you guys wanted to make money." And I go, "Well, we have a contractual obligation to consign. This consigner wants this sold through an auction process." And the guy was looking at us like we were out of our minds. And finally, one of my employees said, "Sir, if you'd like to make an offer, I can contact the consigner, make the offer for you." And the guy just grumbled and walked away. So I don't know if he was really serious or not. It was just a very weird situation. But people want to buy.
So how about for your own personal tastes? Was there anything at the show that you bought that you were excited to share with our viewers?
Usually every year I come to the show and I'm looking for something special to take home. Something I don't care when I'm buying as a collector. I don't care if it's at retail. I don't care if it's even over retail. If it's something I really like, I go after it and I buy it. But this year I didn't find anything for myself. I bought a lot of stuff for the company. I made a lot of purchases at the show for the business, but it wasn't so much for me. What I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm working on some private deals that hopefully will come together in the next month or so, and I'll report back to you then.
So you grabbed the T-shirts, the official convention T-shirts. You got a collection going back many, many years.
You know what? I don't. The only things I have from this convention, a bunch of years back, they used to have these Golden Age dinners where they'd give celebration for artists who worked during the 1930s, 40s, 50s, even the 60s, and they'd have this beautiful art display and a wonderful dinner, and they'd have people would come up and roast the artists, and there was one year there was Stan Lee. It was the first time I ever met Stan Lee, and I remember we were at a cocktail hour at this thing, and he came up to me and said, "Hi, I'm Stan Lee," and I was like, here I am. Who am I? And he's coming to me to say hello and talk to me. And they'd make brochures and pamphlets and like special keepsakes from these events. So those are the only things I actually keep from San Diego. I still do probably have somewhere my first lanyard from my first Comic-Con, which is my 18th show.
And I guess the photographs that you can take, that might be your biggest treasure to take home.
Yeah, there are a lot of great costumes. I think my favorite this year was a guy, and I didn't take a picture of him because I just wasn't thinking. I was just kind of like, really? How did you come up with that? So this guy was dressed as a garden gnome. So he's dressed in this costume, and he's got the red hat and the beard, and he was standing, it's supposed to be him sitting on a mushroom. So he's got these little fake legs that are part of the costume, sitting on this mushroom cap, and his legs are then the actual mushroom. And it was beautifully done, painted, and great fabrics, and really authentic looking. But the one thing I couldn't understand is, like, who wakes up in the morning and says, "This year for Comic-Con, I'm going to be a garden gnome"? I don't know. That's a little weird to me.
Maybe you'll get that kind of inspiration for next year, and we'll see you wearing something interesting at the booth.
I have thought about maybe preview night we come dressed up as our favorite superheroes, but I think it'd be hard to get Frank to do Giant Man.
Get working on it. Good talk. It's Mark Huseman from Scoop and Fandom Advisory Network.